Hello guys, Icy Panda here, bringing you the latest info on WarZ. Another patch was released yesterday on the 19th. It wasn't quite big, personally, therefore I don't really want to go through it in detail, so I'm just going to quickly overview it. They fixed the unsupported input type, basically the 56 error, the 56 error. They've now fixed that. The ammo counter not showing. Okay, that was a pain in the ass. Especially if you don't know if a weapon had ammo or not, and then, you're just kind of like, what the hell, my ammo is not showing. That is a real pain in the ass, fair enough. Certain times, you'll try and join the server as well. And randomly it would send you back to the survivor screen. So you join the server, it would completely load up, then your screen would freeze for about a second or two, then it would say loading game data, then it will take you back to the survivor screen. That's happened to me quite a few times. I mean, the only real solution for me for that was closing the game and restarting it basically. But now they fixed that, thank God. And in the market screen they now show the stack size. That is a major plus, and personally that's something they should have implemented before, to be honest with you. I mean, it's kind of common sense, but obviously when you're making a game like this, you miss out small details. You can't really blame them, but at least they fixed it. And the recent games tab, now that actually works. Another plus. So, if you go in a server and you need to, log off kind of thing, or quit the server, and you want to join back in, it will actually come up in your recent games tab, which is good. I mean, at least you don't need to go around asking people and nagging people, hey dude, what server is this? I hate when people do that, but can't blame them. There's no other way of finding out, unfortunately. But I actually wanted to speak about talk to you guys about a few tips and tricks that I find useful in the game. And stuff which will hopefully allow you to survive more, so to speak. The first tip, gonna sound quite weird, but stay away from settlements. Oh my god, I really can't stress how much of a pain in the arse it is to grab a shitload of loot. You're running to the safe settlement and you get sniped, or you get gunned down, or something happens and you drop dead. That is so damn annoying. There's other settlements, there's smaller settlements if you don't know, guys. They're not marked on the map, but there's one next to the Jelly Bean Mountain. If you don't know what the Jelly Bean Mountain is, go on your map. It's basically like the black blob kind of thing that looks like a jelly bean. There's one there basically, near there. Try and find the smaller safe zones if you can. They're less crowded, less people will be watching them, you'll be less of a target, so to speak. Avoid towns, guys. Avoid towns. Unless you absolutely need supplies. And when I mean absolutely need supplies, I mean when you run out of food and water and bandages or whatnot, then go into towns. Because whenever I've gone into a town, shit has gone down. Either I've died, my friends died, or we've killed people. But stuff always happens in towns, and one shot with your weapon, whatever it is, right, will attract people. Forget the zombies, it will attract bandits, it will attract survivors. You're gonna basically be a sitting duck. Never go into towns. Never, unless you really need to. Unless it's an absolute necessity, I don't advise it. Don't trust anyone as well, guys. Do not trust anyone in this game. The amount of times which I've seen people in chat say, are you friendly? And the guy's like, yes. And then 2 minutes later, you see in the global chat, you're an arsehole, why did you shoot me? I mean, if a guy has a gun in his hand, and he's asking you if you're friendly or not, don't take the chance. If you got a gun, shoot him in his face. That's what my advice is. Because when you turn your back, most likely, if you've got a lot of good items, he's going to shoot you in your face. So, WarZ is about, Yes, it's about survival. You're meant to make friends and, survive together, so to speak. But unfortunately, at this point in time, that's not the case. Unless you're in a clan or you have a group of friends, never trust anyone because people will kill you for your shit. Trust me. It's always, and guys, can't stress how important this is. Always stock up on food and water, right? Water, not as much. I've got about, I've got about 50 bottles of water in my global inventory, right? And no, I don't serve a hop and grab all the shit in one little area and then stash it in. No, I don't do that. It's just, I find that water is so easy to find compared to food. Food is like, for me, it's impossible to find. Yeah, I find chocolate bars and whatever bars they have, nutrition bars in the game, but they really don't do anything to your hunger. I mean, they raise it by about, I don't know, like a centimeter or something, but that's about it. When I'm talking about food, I'm talking about like canned soup, canned ham, and all that stuff. Basically, they're really hard to find, guys. So if you do go in cities, or if you even if you go in small farms or like villages, always check for food. Always check for food. Food is like should be your number one priority. Um, but yeah. And in terms of traveling, guys, never travel in open areas. Never. When I'm talking about open areas, I'm talking about in terms of main roads, side roads. Don't travel anywhere where someone can see you. Because if they can see you and they're bandits, they're gonna take the shot on you. And trust me, people don't care what you have nowadays. If you're walking around with nothing, they'll kill you, for God's sake. Seen it happen. It happens all the time in WarZ. I mean, if you currently play the game, you'll know what I'm talking about. But never travel in open areas. If you can, always take the forest. Always go in areas which are less visible, where there's like trees, or where the grass is really tall. So even if you do get shot, you can just kind of lie down and they won't be able to see you. But never travel on the main roads. Never. That's an absolute no, basically. In terms of looting again, guys, if you're able to, I would also advise you to loot at nighttime. Now, with night, right, when nighttime comes, I've noticed that not a lot of people travel the cities as much as daytime. For obvious reasons, because obviously in daytime you can see everyone, basically. You can see everything, pretty much. So you're less of a target at night. Trust me, you're much less of a target. And if you do go looting at night, please do not use a damn flashlight. That's just asking to be killed, seriously, because if you're going to the town next to the Jelly Bean Mountain, right, there's a sniper hill, and there usually is at least one sniper on that hill scouting the town, right? And if you got a flashlight, you are literally a sitting duck. They can take the shot from all the way, and trust me, people take shots from about 600-700 meters out, and they'll get you, because there's some real sharpshooters in that game. I used to do that as well, I'm not gonna lie. I used to camp up on that hill, and the amount of idiots I've seen walking around with flashlights in the dark is unbelievable. If you want a tip, go into your options screen and turn your brightness up. That'll help you a bit. But don't use a flashlight. But again, yeah, towns are much safer to loot at night. And usually you get better items at night because people don't go around looting towns. So, it's a better option overall. And lastly, guys, always have someone watching your back. Always. If you can, play with a friend. Not saying you guys are pussies or anything. That's not my point. But it's so easy to get killed from behind. It's so easy to get snuck up on this game because even though there's only about 30-40% of the map unlocked right now, it is massive. It really is massive. I mean, compared to the DayZ map, right? Overall, obviously, right now, the DayZ map is bigger, but obviously, the maps haven't been fully released in WarZ yet. So, but the map's absolutely massive. And honestly, if someone comes up behind you, you really won't notice. You will notice. I mean, you will notice, but the time you notice, you'll be dead. So you gotta take it easy on this game. Take it slow. Always watch your six if you're by yourself, because if you're not watching your back, it's very easy to get killed. That happened to me yesterday. I was by myself. You know, I usually play with, I've got two really good friends that I play with basically, and obviously they were busy. They couldn't come on, so I went to scavenge in town, and three people came up behind me. One had a shotgun, two had hammers. The shotgun guy started firing. I was on low health, and the other two flanked me and killed me basically. I didn't even notice. Seriously. I had no clue what was going on. All I saw was my health go low, and some guy run up to me with a hammer and bash me in the face. I did not know what the hell was going on. So it's really important to stay aware on this game, guys. Thank you for watching my video, guys. That sums up the patch notes. Sorry if I didn't go in much detail this time with the patch notes. They were just not really something you really could go in detail with personally. But I thought, let me just give you guys a tips and tricks video that you can use in game. Hopefully it will help you out. If there's anything you guys want me to talk about, and honestly guys, if there's anything you want me to talk about in WarZ, leave me a comment. I will definitely get back to you, and I'll definitely add that into my next video. And again guys, take care everybody.